China has throughout the past decade undergone vast changes to economy, infrastructure, and the overall quality of life for the Chinese. In relation to this, the life of the average Chinese has changed a lot since the reign of Mao Zedong. Under the reign of Mao, religion was banned under all circumstances according to the communistic ideology. As the country has started to move further away from traditional communistic principles, for instance focus on the more liberal market economy, China has opened up more and the view on religion has become less of a taboo subject. In our travels to China, we try to dig deeper into what religion in China really is becoming these days. In Western culture, the different religions are seen as exclusivist ones, which means that one can only believe in one single religion, for instance Christianity. Meanwhile, the Chinese has a much freer view on religious affiliations. One can easily belong to multiple different religions. Furthermore, it's quite difficult for the average Chinese to talk freely about personal religious habits and rituals as a consequence of the communist reign suppressing all religious practices throughout the 20th century. Because of this stark difference in religious practice, we chose to put our focus on religion in China and how it functions as a taboo subject in Chinese society, even though statistics show that religious practices is on the rise in China. While interviewing in China, we quickly realized that religion was a very sensitive subject. And while some individuals saw our interviews as an opportunity to express themselves, others preferred not to discuss the topic at all and refused to be interviewed when the subject of religion was presented to them.
Religion in general in China. Religion. I'm not familiar with this. Okay.
We also talked to a converted Buddhist about his personal religious affiliations, amongst other things.
I think at the present, the religion is very important for China. Some time ago, I believe in the 耶稣吧，耶稣啊，耶稣对，耶稣，
But you changed.
对，yeah, I changed into Buddhist. I think the most wisdom, the most sophisticated wisdom in the universe is in the words of the Buddhist.
At Fudan University, we interviewed another person, this one much younger and a student at Fudan. He also expressed his views on the importance of Chinese religions.
I think it's important for the elderly because my grandma is believes in. He's a Christian. At my early age, she often went to the church and
Prayed.
Yeah. Religious.
Like, do you eat
my
special
family
food?
has no religion. Yeah, 无神论.
The student uses the term Wu Shen Lunje, which means atheist, and directly translated means one who is without the theory of spirituality or God. Religion is obviously interpreted quite differently by the Chinese, and it was clear that we had a large number of different views on religion and the role it plays. Our first interview person had religion much closer to heart than some of the others, and he later expressed concern with the lack of spiritual values upheld by most Chinese citizens.
In China, now I think to most people have no belief. It's horrible.
Though we already knew that Chinese religions and the view on religions in general would be much different than the view on religion in the West, we all got a wholly new perspective on just how different the Chinese regard religion and spirituality. We set out to examine whether religions in China was still a taboo subject and found out that was very much still so, even though statistics shows that religion is becoming a more important factor in the life of the average Chinese. We also wanted to study just how important the average Chinese thinks religion really is and came up with a multitude of answers. Our first interview person thought it was extremely important, though he recognized he might be a minority in thinking that. One of our other interview persons thought that religion played only a small part, if any part at all, in the average Chinese citizen's life. Statistics show that religion in China is rising, but the Chinese people seem to be very divided when it comes to religious practices in modern society today. So the question is whether religion will see a development or a stagnation in the years to come in China.